SK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke and Rich, looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate.
Not a bad drive. A little bit shorter than Beamer. Not bad.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. Getting ready to play their third. This would be a great up and down. This putt is about 8 feet.
This is what they have left for par.
Ooh, nice line. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
He finds himself in a share of 13th. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Wow, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Lovely effort that. Around 110 yards to go.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
This one looks to be heading towards the green. Wow, what a shot.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Here's Harold Varner III. Handy out of the bunker there. And back to the course with the live action. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. And that's for birdie. Well holed. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again. Currently 1 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Going with the 5-wood. That was a top effort, that one. So close to going down. That was a bit of a miscue.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
just didn't drop.
A par putt awaits.
A good stroke.
And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the fifth here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's eyeing up around 160 here.
This one is chewing fiber.
Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the fifth. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of fourth on the leaderboard. And down it goes. I will take that also into the top five now. At -2, going along nicely today. The sixth hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
This one could take a little bounce to the left. This would be a great up and down. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Well done.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Now just one over par. Oh my, how about that for a par? And that'll promote a good move up the standings. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Getting ready to play their third.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
This one's right of the green.
Wow, what happened there?
Well, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
And here we are with their fourth. 2 strokes off the lead. A couple under at this stage, currently in 4th position. Oh, just missed. And this one will be for double bogey. Why don't we catch up with the V-Man, Harold Varner III.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Playing from around 150 yards here.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Going with the 8-iron here. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That'll sting a bit. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Hey, that's a chance. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
From around 180 yards out. 5 shots off the pace. This one's headed right, Rich. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. And this putt coming up for his par. Yeah, you'll take that. As we make the turn, it's always good to reflect on what we've seen out there so far. Rich?
These rivals, there's nothing between them, is there? It's been entertaining so far. I'm interested to see how they attack the back nine and who, if either of them, comes out on top.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Found the green side rough. Didn't that look good for a long time? Straight out of the top drawer.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
I like that kind of fight. That shows resilience.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
And they found themselves in the first cut. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Well, I hope you pack the bucket and spade because you're heading to the sand. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
Oh, nice looking putt. It was on a good line. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Here's HV3. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
I mean, you've got to expect this kind of stuff when you start up a rivalry with a tour player. This is what they do.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Quality shot, that one. Second shot here on the 12th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Well, he means business. Coming out, hitting shots like that against HV3. I think Harold's just as surprised as I am.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Ooh, right by the hole. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Opting for the 9-iron. Hope it gets a good kick to the left.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Okay, let's get back to the action. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Well, HV3 looking a little gloomy because this putt could put him down behind his playing partner.
Super shot, that. And it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
This is on a stupendous line.
Okay, steady now. An opportunity to make a par here. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
Ooh. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. This 15th hole, a very strong par 4, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. More chance to sneak inside top 20 in the standings here with this putt. Looks good off the blade. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 16th hole, short par 3, Rich, but really good if he can get it close.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Nicely done.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's return to live play now. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
It's got a chance.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
And with it, he moves to 1 under par.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next.
As we head back up the hill towards the clubhouse, we're faced with the par 5 17, the long, strong par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
And here we are with the third shot.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Is that what they had in mind?
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Time to play from the bunker.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This is a 12-footer here. This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
And there it is. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And we head to the famous finishing hole at Riviera, the 18th, Rich, a really good par 4.
That it is. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. There's a palm tree up top near the green. That is the line of sight off this tee shot. You find the fairway, second shot is going to be back up the hill to a green that, funny enough, runs away from you. It doesn't tilt back toward you, it runs away from you. So your second shot has got to come in high and soft with plenty of spin if you want to get it close.
Opting for the 5-wood. That's disappointing.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Oh, they'll be stoked with that. That could have been a big score, but a fighting finish. Well done.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
And Henning, here we were at the start of this rivalry, doubting they even had the capabilities to take them on, let alone whop them like that.
Luke, that was really incredible stuff. It was a pleasure to walk the fairways and watch that performance, that dominant performance. As you said, we didn't expect a victory, let alone a victory like that.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.